recording, start streaming. Happy Tuesday. It is the AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show. Episode 122. Alright. I'm telling you, dude. I so wish we had the old format. I'd bring D-Town Radio back. If we could do it, I would do it.
That was a neat setup.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss doing it, but I don't know if you really can now.
No, things have changed, like a lot of things.
Yeah. We are live. It is Tuesday. I want to apologize to everybody. We did not record last night. We had a very busy day at work, and I hurt my back Wednesday at work. And I didn't miss any days or anything. We ended up dying out Friday. I don't know why, but usually Fridays kind of hit and miss. Some days it's busy. Other days it's not. I'm sorry, I gotta tighten up this microphone. Then there we go.
I would not want to take my car to a dealership on a Friday.
Yeah,
because I would be afraid they're like, sorry, we got to keep it. We got it half apart, and we found out what the deal is, and it's like, man, I'm not gonna have my ride this weekend.
Right.
I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't go on a Friday unless I had to,
But yeah, it. So anyway, this guy brings this big old truck in, stupid tires on it, stupid rims. I did fine. How you do it is you take, say, the passenger front off and take it to the driver's rear. Put it down, and then that's the only tire you really need to pick up. Because all the rest of them you can carry. And, man, I went down to pick this damn tire up. And I should have got help. I'm old. I'm in my 50s. I told them young dudes today, man, I was like, hey, I don't think Al's picking up anything over a 19. I get 20s or above. That's on y'all.
Big rims and big heavy tires.
And they like to show off their muscles and everything. Hey, I'm going to go and let them do it. Hey, show off all you want. Now, on the Prius tires, I can carry those around one-handed. So, I think they're like 15s or something, 16s. I like those tires.
Sure.
If I was 20 years younger, I'd be slinging them things, but I'm not.
I'm just trying to think. Roughly, mostly rims and tires, maybe on the average 40 pounds. Small cars are probably lighter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but then I know my heavy Kragers on my Cutlass, those are steel rims and everything. I think they were like 26 pounds each for just the rims and then tires on top of it. And
those things were heavy.
That gets old, huh? And that's just a regular car. So I remember my truck, I haven't messed with it yet, but my Pathfinder, humping those around. I don't like those big truck wheels.
No. And if it's the factory rim and wheel, what came on it, I'm cool with that. I hate aftermarket rims.
Yeah.
And they are
A lot of weight.
so bad for the vehicle. They weren't designed for them. You know, if you're
Yeah.
it wasn't designed for the ends of the. You're gonna fuck up some suspension pretty quick, especially in them big trucks.
Yeah, I remember when people used to lower cars with the wheels was stuck way out of the fender wells. They would go through wheel bearings all the time. Like, don't you
All
get
the
tired of
time.
that?
Yeah.
I guess that's the price of being cool.
Well, and that's why a lot of them guys that drive them big trucks and shit with them oversized tires are working on them all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this broke and that broke. Well, yeah, because it wasn't engineered and it wasn't designed.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah. My cousin bought a Toyota, Land Rover recently, and he said, "Should I put a lift kit on it?" I'm like, "No." That really is the worst thing you can do in most
yeah.
vehicles is put a lift kit on it. You screw so much stuff up.
See, when I bought my Ford F-250, the guy had bought it. It's all in the box and everything. But it's at a buddy of mine's house now. I got a 3-inch lift for that. But if I would have put that on, it voided any warranty.
Mhm.
So, once you do something like that, once you modify the frame and anything like that, then, you pretty much, it doesn't matter what happens. The dealer,
Yeah, and you see these videos of them going down the highway, and the wheels are shaking, the death wobble they call them. Jeeps used to always have that problem. Lifted Jeeps and the Ram trucks, and it's just asking for trouble, unless you really need it. But if that's what being cool is all about to you, then go for it. I understand.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I'm one that lowers the shit out of my car till it rides like hell.
right. Well, Evan, we'll get to a couple lists I found. I thought we had fun with the last one we did. I thought this one's a little cleaner. It's not about Harvey Oswald. But these are the 20 weirdest trivia facts to impress your friends. So if you listen to the AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show, get ready to impress your friends.
This one's to impress your friends. The last one was ones you will never forget.
Yes.
And I know the Lee Harvey Oswald one. That caught me by surprise. That's for sure.
It caught me by surprise too.
Yeah.
Number 1, the shortest recorded marriage lasted only 3 minutes.
Really?
Bitch. That was it.
No, I gotta wonder, do they say, you know what, I changed my mind, or did somebody just up and die? I do. She really does, and then they have a heart attack and die. 3 minutes. That's impressive.
Hold on. 41 days. I want to see if I can find the story because it took me to 4 days. Nicolas Cage and Erica Koke were only married for 4 days.
Really?
Britney Spears and Jason Alexander were married for 55 hours.
Jason Alexander. Is that the guy from Seinfeld? Jason Alexander.
No, it's not the dude from...
No, it's Jason Alexander. I'm trying to think. 55 minutes? I think I remember that.
Okay. A Kuwaiti couple, the pair that takes a crown for shortest marriage in history, is not a celebrity couple. A Kuwaiti couple divorced less than 3 minutes after tying a knot. Marriage is meant to last a lifetime. And those at work respect is a key for this Kuwaiti. The first 3 minutes of marriage showed that they were incompatible.
They didn't give it time.
According to reports on the event, the couple had been married in front of a judge, and after they left, something unfortunate happened. The bride tripped and fell on the cold, hard floor. Any groom would have rushed to rescue his princess, but in this scenario, the knight in shining armor called her stupid.
Wow.
So there goes.
So she turned right around and marched back up the altar. Said,
Yeah.
nope, I'm not signing this.
Yeah. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood.
Really?
Yeah.
3? I think I knew that. I don't know. They have actually kind of like a brain in each tentacle, Chris. Correct?
I don't know. It just says octopuses have 3 hearts. And I'm not
3
telling
hearts.
you this stuff. I'm reading it off the interwebs.
Blue blood. That's cool too.
Number 3. Honey never spoils.
That's absolutely true.
They
Yep.
have found
Good.
pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still edible.
Heat it up and melt all the sugars back together. It's good to go.
The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to thermal expansion.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did they say 15 centimeters?
Yes.
Oh, that's about what, 8 inches? I don't know, 15.
Oh, I don't know.
6 to 8 inches. That's crazy. Wow, that's a lot of expansion.
Number 5, Cleopatra of Egypt lived closer in time to the first moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza.
That's true. I think that's how long ago those were built. Wow.
A day on Venus is longer than its year. It takes 243 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis.
Oh, man, it's a long day.
Hell yeah. Number 7, the world's oldest known creature is a jellyfish-like organism called I don't know what the fuck is that. Centenophore. Some cats are allergic to humans.
Oh, hold on. The oldest living thing they know of is a jellyfish.
It's a jellyfish-like organism called. Here, I'm going to spell this how they got it exactly.
No, that's. I just wanted to make sure I had it. That was okay. Interesting. I know some fish live a long time, and turtles. They've got some crazy longevity, but a jellyfish. All right.
Centophore. Ctenophore.
Okay.
Number 8. Some cats are allergic to humans.
Really? I'm allergic to cats. Or their saliva. Their saliva is what you're allergic to. I guess it's possible.
Well, and the cat's always licking itself, so.
Yeah, so cat gets around a human, they start sneezing.
The 1904 Olympic Marathon in St. Louis, including competitors who were chased off course by dogs, ate rotten apples, and were given strychnine as a performance enhancer.
Wow. The Olympics have really evolved. Yeah. Good thing. Rough day at the Olympics.
Man. Number 10. It's physically impossible for pigs to look up at the sky.
Really? Their heads or necks don't bend up like that? They can't look up?
They can't look straight up, but they can kind of... I don't believe that one.
I've never seen a picture of a pig just completely, stargazing. Wow.
Yeah. The shortest, number 11, on 20 Fun facts to impress your friends. The shortest war in history lasted only 38 minutes between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Man, what about the dude that went to took a dump?
What? It's over?
Yeah, and he ate a bunch of bread the night before and cheese and stuff like that, and he comes out 42 minutes later.
I just went to smoke a cigarette and it's over. Shit. It's interesting.
Oh, we did a story on this a few weeks ago. Koalas have fingerprints that are virtually indisguisable from humans. Because
Yeah, they better not commit any crimes.
Well, they were looking for that one guy in Australia, and it turned out to be a koala bear. Who sat there and thought, hey, we better print this koala bear?
We can't find the guy, so we're going to start fingerprinting every koala bear in the city, in the country.
Now, you know how much I hate the Guinness Book of World Records. We've talked about that in length. This one, yeah. I feel sorry for the guy. The world record for the longest hiccuping fit is held by Charles Osborne, who hiccuped for how many years straight, Evan? If you're five, either way, I'll give it to you.
I remember something like this, that a guy on TV years ago that, couldn't stop having the hiccups, but let's say 7 years.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, try 68 years straight.
With the hiccups?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd put a bullet in my head.
Yeah. Like around year 10, I'd have been like, you know what? This is shit for the fucking birds. But my luck, I'd be going to do something like that, and I'd hiccup and fucking miss, and like, you know,
and it'd cure you.
Shoot my wiener or something.
Wait a minute, I blew my wiener off, but the hiccups are gone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Number 14 of this list, 20 things to impress your friends. The electric chair was invented by a dentist.
That's scary.
Yeah.
How did he come up with that?
Yeah.
Just that person sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Well, what could I do just to, take them on out?
Somebody needs to investigate his fucking backyard.
Maybe a mild electric shock would take the pain away. Oh, no, it was too much. Well, look, I invented something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good one.
There is a species of jellyfish, and I am not going to even try to pronounce this. Yeah, I will, because it's funny. Teratopizis dorni. That is a biological immortal, meaning it can revert back to its juvenile form after reaching full adulthood.
I'm working on that.
Me too.
I'm pretty juvenile. It's getting worse.
Number 16 on 20 impressive things to brag to your friends that you know. I've changed this list I don't know how many times. The national sport of Bhutan, Bhutan, Bhutan. Ain't that how you pronounce it?
Bhutan. Spell it again.
Bhutan. Bhutan.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Is archery, and it's not uncommon for competitors to involve participants shooting arrows at targets over 140 meters. Yeah, I'm not going to a Bhutan show. Hey, you in the audience, come here. Put this apple over there and go stand 6 football fields away, and I'm going to try to hit it.
Yeah, no thank you.
What if this motherfucker gets the hiccups? Or farts or something like that. Right when he's drawn back. Yeah, now Al's,
Yeah.
call me.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Mm-mm. No go.
In 1567, the man that said the man said to have the longest beard in the world died after he tripped over his beard while fleeing from a fire. Good. Serves him fucking right. That's just stupid.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah.
Way to go. Wasn't there a cartoon character guy had a beard all the way down? Oh man, that's funny.
The world's largest desert is not the Sahara. What is it, Evan? For $1.
I don't know.
It's Antarctica. Although it is covered in ice, Antarctica receives very little precipitation, qualifying it as a desert.
Oh, that's a trick question right there.
All right. This list just got a hell of a lot funnier because we're getting ready to see a hillbilly, redneck, whatever you want to call me, try to pronounce the longest English word. It refers to lung disease caused by inhaling very fine silica particles. It is phenomenolotromic microscopic silica volcano conus isis. There you go. Fucking
That is longer than the Super Olive Project, whatever that is from Mary Poppins or whatever they're all singing. The word Super Olive. I can't even do it myself. Wow, that is quite a lung disease. I would hate to have that, you know,
would you
and
like
then
me to
have to trying
spell?
to describe it to people. You know that what is it again? I
Yeah.
got lung disease. You want me to pronounce this?
Hey, you know what? If you give the definition of it, it's shorter than that fucking word. A lung disease caused by inhaling very fine silica particles. If you put all those together, it is motherfucking shorter than that long ass English word.
Silica particles. Okay, I will avoid
Yeah.
silica.
And number 20 on the 20 weirdest trivia facts to impress your friends. And you can use these at the grocery store and even make new friends. The human brain is more active during sleep than during the day when awake.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Must be
Sometimes
the.
it does some work overtime. Yeah, it's a crazy dreams occasionally.
Oh, man. I don't
You ever have a
remember.
dream and you're like, where did I come up with that? Like that's is some like things that just like I don't know concepts or ideas. Like wow, that would never happen in the real world. I can't believe my brain produced that in its sleep.
I wanted to go through a couple of these. And
What do
if
you got?
social norms from the 80s that would be wildly outrageous to the today. Manual labor without protective gear. That's true. I used to watch my uncles weld on hot rods with beer can. Just put the beer can up in front of them.
I've worked around or in through quite a few factories. I've been through a lot of classes, yeah, and then I see these videos in India, and for some reason, these guys, and it's amazing they can rebuild these engines. They're always working on the ground, no workbenches, and they're doing it in open-toed sandals. You know, they're working around cast iron stuff that can fall over and you smash your foot in a second.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you ever see those videos? You're like, wow, no eye protection. These guys are
Nothing.
grinding on stuff with no eye protection, nothing on
Cigarette.
their hands. Yeah, their hands are completely they're open-toed sandals. It's crazy. And yeah, we've come a long way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, neglecting mental health. Yeah.
Mhm.
Normalization of unhealthy diets.
Yeah, well, in the 80s we went through that kind of
The
that
food
that
pyramid and all that bullshit. Where you made
no,
sure
but
you.
that was when it wasn't what I was thinking about. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm thinking like the Jane Fonda workout and everything.
Yeah,
It
there
was
was
just
a.
like the 80s. There was the workout craze.
Yeah, it was. And everybody had a workout video.
Yeah, it was really popular. It was Olivia Newton-John, Let's Get Physical and all that stuff. It was just everything in the 80s, and then it was like, screw it, let's just go back to the fast food junk, and and that stuff has gotten worse over 30 years.
This one, yeah. Improving accessibility for people with disabilities. Yeah, that's true because like grocery stores back in the day, man, some of them didn't even have that. Some of them had the black pad when you walked on it, the door would open. Half the time it didn't work.
Can't get up the steps? Screw you.
Yeah, you
I'm in
ain't
a
get.
wheelchair, man.
So yeah, I mean,
That's
most people, yeah, I'd agree with that.
yeah,
Um,
nothing handicap accessible. You were just screwed. Hmm.
shift in attitudes towards public littering. I don't know. I think people are horrible nowadays.
I don't know. I've always been against it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
keep our land
Yeah,
clean. Come
right.
on.
I've never been pro littering. What kind of dick would you have to be like, yeah, I'm pro littering?
Yeah, I remember so much like being pull up at an intersection. Somebody just opened the door and dumped their ashtray on the pavement and stuff, and it was big deal. Whatever. Always flicking the cigarettes out the windows. I think that's a fine now, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Boy, and
Yeah, back then it was like probably cops would drive down the road flicking their cigarettes out the window. Everybody did.
yeah, that was just a thing in the 70s and shit. Well,
Yeah.
shit, they had like some of them cars had like 4 or 5 ashtrays in them. Each
Oh, that
the back seats had them built in for the people in the back.
that Bonneville we had two in the dash. I mean, it was like, yeah, they were both accessible for the passenger side, but yeah, each one had their own ashtray. Crazy.
Corporal punishment in schools.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? And you can't give me a reason why that shit shouldn't be brought back. Because look what the fuck has happened since they took it away. And I tell you what, I never got I think I did get paddled one time in 5th grade, and then it would come to find out I wasn't involved in the shit like I said. I was like, I told y'all, but I didn't get it. I mean, I did get like a Kit Kat bar or something, but I
Can't take it back, but I guess you could
yeah, and I got
smooth it over with chocolate.
yeah, and my last year and a half at Garfield School, Mr. Lee was this was a big old dude, man, and his swats hurt. But yeah, I mean that kept us from doing stupid shit.
So, did you tell him you had a freebie coming?
Man, no, I saw he passed away. I think his name was Keith. But
Yeah, but you know what I mean. After that, you'd be like, "Hey, if I screw up again, I got a freebie."
Man, I should have. That should have been like a get out of jail free card.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking and driving.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, and I'm not saying anybody should be, going and sitting at the bar for 8 hours and then getting behind the wheel. But I tell you what, there ain't nothing that I like better than throwing 3 or 4 beers in a cooler and just hitting the country. That is the most fun, and just playing your music, having you a couple beers, and you can't do that shit no more.
No, man. Back in college, many a country cruise. Grab a 12-pack and
Yeah,
just cruise around out in the country, listen to tunes, and
yeah, you can't do none of that anymore.
yeah, you probably shouldn't.
My stepdad called them road sodies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I worked at ADM Railcar, there for a while, I lived in Payne, Illinois. And that was about 50-minute drive, maybe. And I'd stop in like Macon or something, grab me a couple quarts of beer. I'd jump out on the country roads and just head south, and I'd run into Payne, Now, whoo, that costs you about $14,000 now.
Yeah, I used to take one for the road. I mean, like not drinking, like, oh, I'm gonna go see a friend, and whatever. I would grab a beer out of the fridge and I would, crack it and hop in the car and drink. One beer. It's like if I get, pulled over, or I wouldn't be at the limit, but I wouldn't even think of really doing anything like that now. I don't drink much anymore, almost period. But I wouldn't do anything like that anymore. I just,
Yeah, right.
It's different. It's really different.
Another one on 20 social norms from the 80s that would be wildly outrageous. Unrestricted internet access for children.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Now, we grew up, we saw the internet. We saw it, built.
Develop.
And hell, we were actually kind of older when the internet came around.
Well, yeah, but do you remember YouTube in the very beginning? Some of the videos there, it was completely like Wild West. It was completely open, and it just,
Yeah.
you could be flipped. You could watch a video, and then you would hit the next button, and the next thing you could pull up a video of somebody being beheaded in another country. You're like, whoa, and then you just hit the next button, and it was just anything until they really started to censor it and regulate everything. It was pretty wild in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. The next one on the list, casual sexism in the workplace. Yeah. The 80s. Well, the movie 9 to 5 was kind of all about that too.
Or Anchorman, some of the scenes in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go in there and call your receptionist Toots. Hey, Toots. How about a cup of Joe, Toots?
And flash her your boner. I mean, right in the office. Yeah.
Hey, you want to watch this puppet show? The next one on the... I'm still bad about this. Lack of seatbelt use.
Oh, yeah. We did start wearing them till the late 80s. It became popular
And
when I was in high school.
Now these cars ding at you. But luckily, I worked at a body shop, and I took the seat buckles out of a old F-150, and I just click. I ain't listening to that shit.
Oh, do you remember that was the 90s rides where you get in and had the automatic seatbelt thing? So once you shut the door, it was attached to the door, and the motor ran it up and cut your decapitated.
Yeah, you better be sitting in that seat right and not like leaned over trying to grab something, because that damn seatbelt would come up and grab you right by the throat. And I think my buddy I think my buddy Adrian had I want to say a Buick or something that had him, and he cut him out.
My sister had a new Saturn, and I went to take my grandma home from a family dinner and to borrow her car, and she got in the passenger side, and then I shut that door, and she freaked out. She didn't know what was going on. She'd never seen anything like that. Yeah, glad that came and went. That was horrible.
This is one thing I fought for so many years until I quit doing it for a while, and then I walked into a restaurant that allowed smoking in another state, and I could smell it. But smoking indoors.
Oh yeah, in the office.
Yep. Oh yeah, my mom. I remember going to my mom's office, and yeah, she had a big old ashtray right there, just be on the computer puffing away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in factories and everything. Yeah, everyone smoked all the time. But sit at the office, go to work every day and come home smelling like an ashtray and you can't do anything about it, you know. It was just the norm.
I think this meant increase, but it says decrease in DUI checkpoints in the 80s. Okay. Decrease in DUI checkpoints. In the 80s, DUI checkpoints were rare. Man, I'm going to tell you what. The town I live in, which is the capital of Illinois, there's roadblocks every weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why if I invite anybody from like, Sam in the chat room said his grandpa was smoking in the hospital. Yeah, when I was in the hospital, I had cat scratch fever, believe it or not. I actually had some glands taken out of my neck. But I smoked in the hospital. I had a smoking room.
Awesome. Yeah, that used to happen.
Yeah, but the back to the DUI checkpoints. Yeah, they have them a lot over here. That's why I tell anybody, hey, if you want to come, have a couple beers or whatever, there's an extra bed, there's a couch, there's recliners wherever you want to sleep. Just, leave in the morning.
Huh. Oh, that's pretty cool. I live in a village where there's no police.
Yeah.
But I don't go anywhere. But I mean, that's what it is.
I'm not actually. I'm kind of west of Springfield. I'm not actually in town. So,
gotcha.
Ignoring digital privacy.
That's changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, over the years, the Facebook, kids have grown up these days. They're been put on Facebook since day one, blasted on the internet. Wow, what a change they go through.
Yeah. These are 20 social norms from the 80s that would be wildly outrageous today. Not recycling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't recycle shit back in the 80s. We threw away those big tube TVs that were probably like 30% filled with mercury.
Yeah, true, but we used to return bottles and all that. And in my dad's bar, they returned all the bottles, and now they cast new bottles, and they all go out in the trash.
Hey, I
don't understand.
Dude, that was 80 cents for 8-pack of Pepsi bottles. Man, that was a couple candy bars back then. Speaking of, Jesus, have you tried to buy a regular candy bar? Just a regular candy bar. Not the king size, just a regular candy bar.
What's it like? Are you talking at a gas station
or
whatever?
At a gas station.
I'm sure it's well over, $1, $2 for a regular size candy bar these days.
$2.39. And if you're going to grab that king size, $4 all day.
Oh, prices of everything have gotten stupid.
Man, I'm sitting there.
Went to buy a roll of masking tape at the hardware store, and the price was $4.78 for one roll of masking tape. I'm like, is this happening? Could you be for real on this?
Well,
it's like, what's happening?
You know what they're doing? The little washer that goes inside a hose. Every year, you pretty much got to replace them. They don't sell.
Garden hose you're talking? Yeah.
I went to a big, big brand hardware store, and they don't sell them single anymore. They make you buy a kit. So now, if you got a garden hose that's leaking, holler at your boy. I'll fly out, do whatever I got to do. I'll fix your shit. Because I got
I think I've got a bag of those gaskets too. Yeah.
the reduction of lead-based products. Man, everything we had in the 70s and 80s was 80% lead.
And well, and you know, it's really stupid because it's really hard to get lead poisoning. I mean, you really have to really eat paint chips and stuff like that. And who really? Okay, take it out of. Don't paint a baby cribs with lead paint. But other than that, it wasn't really causing a harm. But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think Caterpillar using a high gloss yellow paint on their equipment with some lead in it is causing any problem to the environment. Whatever.
Openly carrying firearms. It says during the 80s, openly carrying firearms was more widespread and less regulated in certain areas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you think of some states, people drive around with gun racks in their trucks,
Yeah.
Here's my shotgun right here. It's quite visible to everybody.
Oh, Mark, we will talk about that here in a minute. I had a few. Environmental indifference. Yeah, I think we are more environmentally. I don't know. That's been going on for a while, though. We had the eagle or the Indian crying in the 80s that stopped us from littering and shit. It did me.
Oh, yeah.
To this day, and it's sad, but anywhere I go fishing, I try to take a garbage bag because I know I'm going to be cleaning up shit.
Wasn't that actor not a real Indian? I'm trying to think. That might be a factoid for you.
Oh, I don't know.
And that commercial, the Indian crying, with the tear rolling down his cheek.
Overuse of plastic bags. Here's what I want to know. With science being so advanced and shit, why can't they make a biodegradable bag that will break down in 6 months or so? Why?
Yeah, and I don't know. Make them a little stronger so at the grocery store they don't put 2 items in every bag. If I go to the grocery store and I buy like a certain amount of groceries, I might use 6 bags. They use 18. Like, I understand they don't want anything to fall through, but come on, it's stupid. And then in some place they want to ban plastic straws. Look at what we throw away all the time.
You're worried about fucking straw. I think
plastic straws.
I think California did. I think so.
Look how much plastic for every water bottle.
Right. The next one on the list of 20 social norms from the 80s that would be outrageous today: racist and homophobic jokes.
Oh, yeah, you don't joke anymore.
No, you can't tell any of them. If you do, you're telling like a couple close buddies, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
The impact of aerosol use. Knocked Right Guard right out of the park, man. Right Guard was like the top selling deodorant. And then when they did that ban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of air conditioned stuff, R12 or whatever.
Yeah. So there you go. That was that list. We do got one more I want to get to because it's for us men out there in our 50s. And I found this one. But first, let's talk about what happened Sunday. We all know I got a dog named Tanner. Tanner, Tanner kind of, when I met, we kind of, boom. We knew right there, okay, that's my dog. And he was like, okay, I'm going home with that dude. And it was like, I could, once he hit my arms, I knew he was mine. Tanner ended up being a dickhead. Tanner is still a dickhead. I love him to fucking death. I want to choke him every day. I threaten him daily, several times a day. PETA would be like, ooh, we got to watch this guy. Because I threatened to do horrible things to this dog. He knocked up the other dog that lives in the house.
Little Schnauzer, correct?
Yes.
I didn't realize. I never thought about dogs' maturity rate. Is that normal for a dog? He's like less than a year and a half old.
He's
year
not.
old?
No, he's not even a year old.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's already just tearing it up. What a stud.
He's got 6 babies.
Oh man! Did you tell him he's gonna have to get a job and start,
Man,
providing for these kids?
He's gonna have to do something.
Over.
I ain't paying. I ain't taking care of another man's puppies. He's gonna have to come to work. He's gonna have to dig tools out the toolbox. Something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could sweep the floors, do something.
Yeah, free time's over, pal. So
wow. Yeah, you're gonna have to take care of that, or one of them.
Man. So yeah, now I got 6 puppies that are 2 days old, 4 girls and 2 boys.
Makes you wonder what happened that when he disappeared overnight about a month or 2 ago. He might have more out there.
Man, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm gonna end up like with 8, 9 people standing outside my door with buckets of fucking puppies that all look like Tanner. And I'm going to try to say, no, my dog didn't do that. And it's going to look just like his dumb, goofy ass.
Yep. Wow. Well, congratulations. That's cool, I guess. Yeah.
No, there's nothing. No, there's nothing fucking cool about it. It's horrible. Tanner is a dick.
Yeah. So do you have like homes for him? You tell people at work like, hey, anybody need
you know what?
A dog?
The one thing that's good, it's not hard to get rid of puppies. The trick
Really?
is you got to do it when they're cute. You don't let them get all, old and raggedy. And I don't want to keep one, and I'm not keeping one. I keep telling myself. Because, look, got 3 dogs in this motherfucker. That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. That's, and in fact, it might be one too many. It's about time for Tanner to, pack up his shit. If he wants to be an adult, he can go act like a man now. Pay some rent.
You should show him some pictures of some little dog house and say, hey, we're gonna move you out to the backyard. Yeah. See how he likes that. Kind of threaten him. He'll shape up. Yeah, I didn't know you had 3 though. I know you had the Schnauzer. I didn't know you had a third.
There's a little Chihuahua.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My phone rang. Anyway, I kind of want to do this list real quick. What time is it? We'll get through a few of these, but these are 17 things men start doing after 50 that they never did before. Rediscovering old hobbies. Evan, you did that just recently. Evan is building these models and shit, and you ought to post a couple of those pictures he's got like a garage little setup and everything. It's fucking cool. You ought to put a couple of those pictures on the AlfromDtown page.
Okay.
Prioritizing health and fitness. Yeah, not me. I go to work. That's my working out. And, I'm really not that healthy. Pursuing new career paths. Yep.
Yeah. More 40s and 50s, but yeah.
Deepening relationships.
I'd say you have fewer friends, but a lot More serious, deeper relationships, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say. The ones you have, you put more into the older you get. I think in your 20s and 30s, you know a lot of people. And if those people, stay with you throughout the years, you know. In
Yeah.
embracing minimalism. I can't believe I said that without fucking it up.
Lot of that. Yes.
I've done that. I could
I would
probably
like to do that.
I could probably move in my pickup truck.
I live with a hoarder, and I fear the day of ever moving.
Well, she's not really a hoarder though. She collects a lot of shit. Cause I've
Yeah.
seen some of this stuff she has, and she has some cool ass stuff.
Yeah, she does, but it just, I'm telling her, I'm like, don't leave the house. Please don't leave the house. She's like, why? I'm like, because every time you leave, you come home with something, and it's just like, and she goes to thrift stop. She's at the, she, she's at, like they know her at all the little thrift stops and resale shops and everything. She's bargaining with them and everything. And it's like, at least she's not going out spending crazy money on stuff, but still, it's just like every time you leave the house, you're coming home with something. Stop it, please.
Yeah.
Our house is full. We have enough things.
I'm gonna have to buy another house to just keep your shit.
Yeah.
Investing in self improvement. I think everybody does that. You should.
Yeah,
No
always.
matter what it is. Even if it's
Yeah.
a little mentally, whatever you need to do. You should always try to better yourself. The way I look at it is I know my flaws, so I know I can't fix myself overnight because I was such a broken fucking individual that I'm surprised I'm doing as good as I am now.
Well, it was good for that. Yeah, you get to know yourself after a long time. You get to know things that need work. And when you're younger, you're trying to figure everything out, and you put it all together. Yes, once you are over 50.
I really like this one. Reevaluating life goals. Reaching 50 for a man is a significant milestone that causes them to reflect on their past achievements and failures. Yeah, I agree with that. I kind of look at my past and say, okay, that's what I did wrong then. And, I got to fix that.
Hmm.
Rediscovering romance.
Yeah, relationships. Yeah, you're that kind of you're as you get older, you're as a focus on attraction, you connect on a different level. Absolutely.
Right, right. I'm enjoying solitude.
Hmm.
That that's my fishing. That's why I go and I fish. I like to go fishing with my friends on the boat and stuff like that, but 90% of the time I go by myself. And that to me that's my relaxation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to do the mountain biking thing, and it's good to get out and get away, especially with nature.
Damn, I want to go through this list. I tell you what, we might stretch this and go a little further because man, I really want to go back to this list that just popped up when that one finished. But first, I want to get to a little bit of news from around the world. And what I do is we read the headlines, and if we say what the hell, then we open the story. First one, employer who fired 78-year-old receptionist must now pay her $78,000 for age discrimination, Evan.
70.
Man, that's all she needs. She's 78. She ain't gonna live much longer. 78,000, she's good. She could start doing hard drugs. She could just go on a meth bender. Granny, just let it go.
I never thought about that. But what do you do? Let's say you had an employee that just never quits. Eventually it's like, okay, there's got to be a point, either you need to take the initiation or they do, but they can't work forever. But maybe they can. Maybe that's their plan.
I
But
guess.
78, holy moly.
Woman causes car crashes all around Boston. Finally drives through the Fenway Park gate where a forklift operator smashes her car before she can get onto the field.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice save.
Excuse
You
me.
know, a good guy with a forklift is
Yeah.
better than I don't know. Good save, buddy. Those things don't move that quick. I've driven some, If I was
Right.
going to go after a car, I think they would get away. I'm impressed.
Deep fakes of your dead loved ones are a booming Chinese business.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're pretty much taking a picture of your dead relative, and they use AI, and they automate it, where it's
Yeah.
like she will talk to you like she's still alive. That is fucking creepy as fuck.
I got, one word, disturbing.
Yeah, look, hey, I miss my mom. I think about her every day. I love her, as much today as I did when she was alive. But I would not want that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really messed up. Wow.
Doctor who claimed COVID shots cause magnetism gets medical license back.
Oh, they took his license?
Yeah.
They were really? I remember some of those videos and people were saying that was fake. People that got the shot, sticking a magnet to their arm or something. And maybe I don't know. And he said it and he got his license back. Well, that's something.
Our friends in the Far East over there, Kyoto government worker assaults co-worker for spoiling popular TV series ending at The Office. He whooped his ass. Outrage.
Mark said, hold on. Mark said, there's a lady who works at Daytona Speedway ticket office. It's 103 years old.
Damn.
Has been coming to work for 65 years.
Yeah, she ain't doing shit.
Do you remember? Do you remember a couple years ago there was a lawyer in Decatur that was 102 and he bought a new Camaro and they had to have a talk with him. They're like, "Hey, this thing is fast. You can, it can get away from you." Like, I know, I've had fast cars, but 103 and she's still working. Wow, I have not heard of anybody that's 103 years old and working.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too. Outrage after Chinese zoo paints dogs to look like pandas. That sounds like something a fucking redneck would do. Hey, you want to come to my petting zoo?
These animals aren't real. It's the best you got.
Oh.
I can see the spray paint. I can smell the fresh spray paint. Kid smells like Rust-Oleum.
Woman found living inside a family fair sign in Midland. There's another one also coming up where a woman was living in a grocery store and actually had a desk set up, a computer, and a Keurig coffee machine.
She was hiding out somewhere in a grocery store? Wow.
Okay, now here it is. 5 days ago, Here's the headline. Dublin and New York are now connected by a portal. So it's this big round thing. And you look in it and you see downtown Dublin. Well, locals are using it to flirt with strangers. Now, Evan, we're going to go... I'm going to have to scroll up a little bit and find this story. Because what could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Hold on. I know it. It's coming up. Be patient. Oh, OnlyFans 16 hours ago. The same newspaper, Euronews. OnlyFans model flashes Dublin, New York portal leading to temporary shutdown.
Well, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, hold on. It doesn't say if it was a guy or a girl. Ava Louise posted a video of herself lifting up her top and exposing her top parts to the portal with her naked back facing the New York City crowd. She said, I thought
Is it that big of a deal?
She said, I thought the people of Dublin deserved to see my 2 New York homegrown potatoes.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stand behind. I'd like to stand in front of her. Yeah.
There was Russian woman speaking Mandarin looking for Chinese husbands.
What?
Just what I said. Can I show this? Video captures loose cow running down the street as a person in a pursuing Jeep tries to rope it.
Sweet. Go get him, cowboy. Don't wreck your Jeep.
And finally, and then we'll go check on our buddy Dave. Man gets realistic picture of his boat painted on a fence intended to hide it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy, that's kind of being an asshole, but if they were an asshole first, it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, they asked him to build a fence in front of his boat, so he did, and then he painted his boat on the fence. It's awesome. I mean, his driveway, everything. The guy is he. It's almost like the fence isn't there. It's really well done. Sometimes you got to say fuck them. You know, be ungovernable.
Oh, here. Yeah, this is the same woman. Woman found living in Michigan grocery store sign complete with computer and Keurig. Evan, she lived there for 3 months.
A grocery store sign?
Yeah.
That's like out in the parking lot, like one of those big, freestanding things for like I'm thinking like,
It says the woman had flooring, a computer, a desk, a printer, a Keurig, a pantry of food in the space, which was 10 to 15 feet long, 5 feet wide, and approximately 8 foot tall at its highest point.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, no harm, no foul.
Brilliant. Think of the money she's saving.
Hold on. We got to check out. Usually I use a site to get all our stories and everything from, and it's down, so I have to go to the actual okay, we got one. So we end our news story or our news whatever it is every week with Dave Moreland's Bozo Criminal of the Day. This one is and the turn signal stalk was a flathead screwdriver. This one comes from Canada. Them damn Mounties. They noticed our bozo driving erratically and pulled him over. When they approached the man behind the wheel, they discovered he wasn't behind the wheel at all because there wasn't one. Only a steering column with a couple of vice grips attached to it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Unfortunately, he wasn't so creative when it came to his driver's license, as he didn't have one, and he was also drunk, Evan.
Driving a no steering column with a couple vice grips.
There you go.
What could go wrong? Drunk. I love it.
Oh.
Nice job.
Anyway, before we get out of here, I know we should have left a few minutes ago, but we got 12 questions you should never answer if the police pull you over. Usually we help with love advice. This week, we're pulling out the lawyer hats.
Mm-hmm.
So, pass arrest. Yeah, they don't need to know nothing about your past. Substance use. You been smoking weed? Hell no. You got some?
No. Not until they. Nope. Don't tell them anything.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Not their business.
I'd be like, I'm talking to you, dude. You're here. But anyway, yeah, pretty much.
Just say you're heading home from work. No matter what you're doing, say, I'm heading home from work.
It says weapons in the vehicle. Ooh. Man. You know what? We might save this for next week because I think we need to get into some of these.
Okay.
We will. We'll do that next week. I'm going to bookmark it now. Hold on. Let me go back. And right there. 12 questions. Yeah. Yeah, because we'll go through that, man, because that was kind of interesting. So, we went long anyway. We gave him over an hour.
Well, yeah, we did.
Yeah, and shit. Thank you to the people that came in, stayed with us. Remember, you can catch the replay at AlfromDtown.com, or no, not .com, I'm sorry. The AlfromDtown podcast page on Facebook, and then Al from D-Town on YouTube. So thank you guys very much, Evan. Tell them goodbye.
All right. Well, good night, everyone, and hope you have a wonderful week. And locusts are coming, or what? Or the cicadas are coming. I mean, so we're screwed. Anyway, hope they don't get you too bad. Come back and see us next Monday.
Yeah, it was good seeing my friend Sammy. Good seeing you, brother Mark. Always good seeing you. Who else came in? I know I want to say.
Claudia was here.
Yep, Claudia. My boy Hill.
I can't see now.
Jeremy Hill. He came in. I know I always say Jeremy wrong, but it's Jeremy, not Jeremy. But, you know, that's what you get for listening to fucking Redneck. Anyway, guys, we love you. Peace. We wouldn't be us without you. So be sure to come back next week. Share the show with your friends, man. Let them know, you know, that you listen to some fucked up things. Anyway, we love you. Peace. Be good to one another.
Mm-hmm. Good night.